It's the realist tiller. 5 ways to glow up over the summer. Now, what is glowing up, right? You've heard that term before, and you're like, oh, I want that. But what does it actually mean? It's not as simple as going a couple months without seeing your grandma, and then the next time she sees you, she's like, oh my gosh, you've gotten so much taller. You're so much more handsome now. That's a good sign. But glowing up is much more complex. Glowing up is actually a magical transformation. Like, humans have the ability to perform magic and completely look unrecognizable to past versions of themselves. But in order to become the best version of yourself, you have to level up physically, mentally, and spiritually. Like, did you like that? That was smooth. Anyways, this encompasses all aspects of self. And the reason why I push on this point is because you can do all the physical transformation in this world, but if you still have a trash mindset and trash energy, people are just not going to be attracted to that. Of course, work on your aura as well, and your spirituality and your mentality. So that does bring me to my first point, in which you want to raise the vibration of yourself. And here's what I mean. You're going to have the entire summer to experience some sunlight. Okay, don't make this like past years, like the pandemic and quarantine, where you're just being enclosed, trapping yourself in 4 walls all the time. You have so much free time. Why not go outside when it's beautiful and sunny just like this? There's gonna be a lot of days like this. The spiritual benefits: it will open your third eye, the pineal gland, and it penetrates it, and it helps you regulate your waking sleep cycles. The sunlight also provides nutrients such as vitamin D, and there's so many more benefits I can't even name. It should be obvious that going outside for majority of the summer of your days is going to provide the #1 benefit, as well as meditating outside, of course. You know, I'm in a lotus position right now. I can be like, and I'm going to be straight up with you. Women who do this quite often are no doubt the most attractive women in this world, and it's going to automatically lead to a glow up if you meditate outside and you practice gratitude, right? That's all of these things encompass raising your vibration, and just practice gratitude outside. Think to yourself about all of the things you have in your life that you now have the time to give your appreciation for, and the universe knows that, and it gives you more of what you are grateful for. And we all already know the benefits of meditation, where it's like it reduces depression, anxiety, and the sun obviously reduces depression, but meditation also clears your mind. If you're searching for answers in your life, you can just turn to meditation and the answers come to you, right? Humans like to operate backwards, where they're like trying so hard to find solutions to their problems, when if they were to just calm down with meditation, the solutions they arrive naturally, because they open the doors to receive answers from the source, aka God, aka the creator of this universe, right? And one last point I'm gonna make regarding raising the vibration is that people just want to be around motherfuckers who love their lives. Like, would you rather be around somebody who hates their life or loves their life? And who's more likely to love their life? Exactly. People who do this every day. Beautiful, beautiful black queens, melanated goddesses who just know to do this every day. That's why Anyways, moving on to the second thing you can do this summer is apply a skincare routine. Now, this brings me to tomorrow's sponsor, Tiage Haile. Well, actually, this video is not sponsored at all. I just wanted to play games. I actually do use AM moisturizer as part of my skincare routine, right? And what I'll tell you right now is it's very essential to prioritize organic products, right? Don't have this face wash with a list of 50 ingredients that you don't know the names of or can't pronounce the names of. That is so goofy. Your skin, bro, throughout these years of evolution, just like logically and historically, throughout these years of evolution, our skin has not evolved to know what to do with all of these ingredients. Like, what the fuck is this? What am I doing with my hands right now? with all those ingredients on your face. You get what I mean? So that is why every morning I wash my face. It's with coconut oil bar soap. My nighttime moisturizer is coconut oil. All natural, it's just one ingredient. I've heard some people use raw organic honey. That sounds good as hell too. But just also use a hydrating mask, maybe an exfoliating scrub, which, hey, T. Chanley, hey, sponsor, hey. I'm trying to promote your product. I don't even get paid for it, but they also have an exfoliating scrub in addition to the AM and PM moisturizers, which means morning, nighttime. They even got their own face wash, their own exfoliating. They got everything, man. The reason why I'm so adamant about skincare is this is the physical that you want to really focus on. People just love smooth skin people in the building, man. They love that actual glow. Like, glowing up is not glowing up without like the skin just popping and shining, and like you get what I mean, right? Like, maybe I fit the criteria right now, maybe not. Let me know in the comments. The next way to glow up over the summer is actually reading books. So this is an example, right? It's a big fat book, and I know school has programmed us to not enjoy reading, quite frankly, because we were like forced to, and it was the genre that we didn't like or didn't find interesting. Bro, fuck school. This is your free time now. This is your summer vacation. Find books such as The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, or you can go as deep to find like spiritual books or self-help books. Something that just really like quenches your thirst for knowledge and is revolving around your passion within your heart, and it just makes you feel like really empowered and enlightened. Books like that, right? Or fiction that gets your fantasies stimulation, something like that, your imagination working. That's because it is so attractive to come across a woman, or to girls, it's so attractive for them to come across a man who has that intellect, who has not just the knowledge, but they're able to express their passion for the subject in which they have knowledge in. Reading books lets you see words on a piece of paper, and it increases your vocabulary, and it lets you speak eloquently on the subject you're passionate about, right? And that is automatically attractive to anybody. Now, the fourth way to glow up over the summer, hey man, this is also another physical one that we call working out. Now, you can't see the gains because it's under the hoodie, but just trust me. This is, okay, my 1 month transformation, y'all. 1 month. You have 3 months of summer vacation. You have 104 days of summer vacation. You have no excuses, bro. Look at this transformation right here. In 1 month, this is how much muscle I've gained, how much fat I've lost. Hopefully, you have some money to buy a gym membership. If not, then on the side, as a little bonus, I do advise you to get a summer job. I know it's tough, you don't want to work, you just finished school, why would I get a job? I'll explain that in a future video in depth, especially if you're underage and you're in high school. Of course, if you're in college, you have to get a summer job to pay for that shit. But you want a summer job to pay for this gym membership because it's way more fun, it's way more beneficial and convenient if you had a gym membership versus if you were limited to doing push-ups at home. But even if you don't have the money for that, that's good because you can just do push-ups at home, right? That's really, like, to me, that's the only exercise you need is variations of push-ups. So you can do this one right here, the normal one, and the wide grip one, right? And that will exercise all of the necessary muscles for them to pop and for you to really look different the next time you go, back to school, or the next time you see your grandma. She's gonna point that out, especially if you do this in May and you go back in August or something, right? If you start late, that's good too, because like I said, I had a 1 month transformation, and it's a clear difference, and you'll really love the work you've put into your own body, and it is so empowering. Like, even if there's a little resistance, maybe if there's like this little voice in your head that's saying, you shouldn't work out today. I mean, what's the point? What's the point, man? bro, tell that voice to shut up. Like, straight up. I wish I had never listened to that voice. I wish I had started working out at 16, 17. I mean, who knows where I would be now, right? Only God knows. But there's really no excuses. I mean, I remember one where it'd be like, maybe if I was doing push-ups on the floor in my bedroom, my parents would walk in and I'd feel embarrassed. Oh my God, I'm doing push-ups. I gotta hide it. Like, explain that to me. Like, why did I have that goofy mindset? And like, what's there to be embarrassed about? You care about your health and fitness, and then once you actually start doing it consistently, you're gonna fall in love with doing push-ups or your gym workout routine, etc. And you'll find it hard to stop, right? Because you actually just love the feeling that comes with working out and the endorphins that it releases, right? It's a brain chemical activity in which it releases endorphins, and you're naturally going to be boosted in terms of happiness. Now, there's one more way to glow up over this summer that you cannot miss. I mean, if you had to choose one, it would be the first one, but like, what's the point of choosing? Like, what's the point of thinking black and white? Like, oh, I'm only gonna choose one. Like, we gotta do all five, you feel me? If your heart truly desires a glow up, you'll do all five. Now, here's the fifth way to glow up over the summer, right? It's to stop watching pornography, right? And it's not as easy as it sounds, but it is very simple. You got to desire this glow up more than your monkey brain desires pornography, okay? You got to side with the God brain over the monkey brain. And I'm going to touch on this in future videos as well, where this is really a game of desires. This is a battle of desires. Once you win that battle, I think you're good. Like, I really think you're good. But of course, we're humans, and so we face that dilemma all the time between God brain and monkey brain. This primal desire to get a nut off to women who don't even know we exist, and they're pixels on a screen. It's never fulfilling. It's always the same, and it's never worth it. Never. If it wasn't worth it back then, it's never going to be worth it. There's never a magical moment where watching pornography becomes worth it. No. There's mountains of scientific evidence and studies proving that pornography is detrimental to not only your spirit, but your actual brain, chemistry, and psychology itself. Okay? You begin to see women as objects, and you become self-centered. And let's be real, self-centered people are not attractive. You're not thinking about how you're going to pleasure the other woman. You're just thinking about how you pleasure yourself. Not only that, but there's research that has shown porn fuels shame. And what happens when you feel shame? You are lowering your vibration. That is counterintuitive to the advice I gave for the first way to glow up over the summer, right? It fuels shame, and as a result, what happens? When you go out into the real world and you try talking with women or anybody, you kind of like look away because you're kind of shy. You know, you're like this. Or your posture might be messed up because you got that Jeffrey posture, or it could be that you have a shaky voice. You're not as confident. I know from personal experience of 5 years of being addicted to this stupid substance that shouldn't even be available to kids anyways. I know from experience that the more I watched porn, the more shaky my voice got. I'm really passionate about that subject within itself of quitting pornography. Like, once you actually do it for this period of time, 90 days, 60, even 60 days, even 30 days, you will see the transformation. And it's not that the world outside of you changed. It's clearly because you changed, and your psychology changed, your self-image changed. You automatically feel better about yourself because you know deep down in your heart and in your soul that you're doing the right thing, which is not viewing pornography. That's clear as day, right? Be sure to comment down below which grade you're entering in next year. Or if you graduated from high school / college and you're never going back to school, that's cool too, of course. In addition to that, comment down below which of these 5 ways to glow up over the summer you see yourself most likely to implement. Like, we can all do this visionary activity where we can just visualize ourselves doing one of these particular activities, which one are you most likely or more excited to implement? While it's May or June for you and you just got out of school, it's so essential that you visualize how happy you'll be. Like, what would it feel like if it were true that you did all of these things that your heart desired? Who would your August self be? Like 3 months from now, or whatever the timeline is. If you did all of these things over the summer, what would it look like? What would it feel like? What would it smell like? Would you smell good? Would you feel good? Would you look like the most attractive person in your school? Like, be real. You know you want that. You know you want it badly. You know you want it badly. And the visualization exercise just increases the likelihood. Because imagination creates reality, so of course if you imagine it, you manifest it. I know I went on a little manifestation tangent, a law of assumption tangent, but the reason why I did that is because, why not? We're always manifesting. So manifest your glow up. And how do you manifest your glow up? You imagine as if your glow up is true and you feel it as true. Now you're gonna start taking those actions to make that true. It sounds goofy at first, but don't knock it until you try it. Don't knock it until you try it. Don't! The imagination is a wonderful place to just turn your attention towards. This video is ending for a reason. It's to make true a vision we believe in. Click the link in the description if you want to join the new Discord server. I love y'all. Mwah.